Welcome everyone. My name is Rochelle, owner of Sunset Studio. Thank you so much for watching this yoga bar sculpt workout, yoga kind of Pilates bar hybrid class. If you are enjoying these videos, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe so I can keep this option open for you guys. This class is going to require you to use some hand weights if you have some. If you do not have hand weights, you can use books or soup cans for a number of the things that we'll be doing. And if you don't have anything like that, that's totally fine too. You can do this with just your body weight. Also, you'll likely need either a chair, a stool, or just a wall to use for some balance at some point. And as always, I encourage my students to come into class with an open heart and an open mind. If you need to take breaks at any time, feel free to do so. So once you get yourself all situated, you can meet me in a standing position. We start this class with a 5-minute warm-up. So as you're ready, you're just going to find your feet nice and firmly grounded on the ground. Our arms are going to open up into a swing motion, kind of like a backstroke. Dynamic stretching is the best way to prepare the body for working out. So that's what we're doing here. Making sure that you're connecting to some nice deep breaths. A couple more seconds. And we'll take it into a jog. So just a nice light jog in place. Let's go in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just jogging in place. Letting your feet lift. And think about getting your heels up towards your bum. Relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears. Let your hands be fairly light. Keep it going. You want to get that heart rate up, so maybe starting to go a little bit faster. Good, a couple more seconds here and we'll take it into jumping jacks. So let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks, arms and legs nice and wide. Not reinventing the wheel here, we're just going at our own pace. Full body awareness, really feel into your arms and your legs, everything's starting to get nice and warm. Couple more seconds here, and we'll take it into knee hikes, switching from one side to the other. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking your arms out, knee comes across the body, and then switching, knee towards opposite elbow. Use that exhale to help bring the knee across the body. Use a soft bend in your stabilizing leg. Good. Really twisting through your center. Couple more seconds here. We'll take it into some light leg extensions with arm circles. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Arms out wide. Big circles, little kicks with the legs. You got it. Couple more seconds here. Just allowing your shoulders to warm up, your chest to stay nice and broad. Little lift with those legs. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finishing up with skips. So both of your feet are lifting up. Imagine that you're holding onto a rope and you're skipping in place. Heart rate starting to get elevated. Getting a little bit warmer. Maybe get a little bit higher with your hops. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Grab water if you like. Important to stay hydrated. Then as you're ready, you're going to find your weights. studio, I have two different options for weights, circle weights or little dumbbells. So whatever you have at home, if you don't have these options, again, you can just grab something that's going to be about the same weight on each hand. And then find your way into just a regular old squat position. So feet about hip distance or shoulder distance apart. Your arms are going to come up, elbows in line with the shoulders. As you breathe in, bend your knees. As you exhale, straighten the legs and press the arms up. As you inhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. As you exhale, straight up. Inhale, low. Exhale, come on up. Using that exhale to get you nice and extended. Nice work. Elbows in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips, nice low squat. Let's go 5 more. And 4. Nice job. Let's go 3 more. Last 2. 1 more all the way down, all the way up. Come back down and then just hold it. Little pulses of the hips, up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come on up. Give your legs a little shake. Bring your feet into a little bit of a wider stance. Big toes pointing up, heels in. You're gonna take the arms up into a cactus shape. As you bend through the knees, we take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Inhale into your goddess. Exhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. You want to think about getting your thighs parallel to the floor and your elbows in line with your shoulders. Squeezing on the way up. Good work. Let's go 5 more. 4. You got it. You can do anything 3 times. Let's go. And 2. 1 more down. 1 more up. Come back down. Stay. Just little pulses. So both the elbows and the knees, little bends, keeping the tailbone pressing or pointing down. Core engaged. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Let those arms come down, give them a little roll, and then take your feet so they're pointing forward. I'm going to go into a bicep curl with a side lunge. So really important as we come into this position, we want to keep both of the feet firmly planted. We don't want the outer arches to be lifting. So as you're ready, we'll take it over to the side, bending the elbows, bending through the knee, keeping that opposite foot nice and planted. Inhale, come on up, arms become straight. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Inhale up. Nice big bend in the knee, sending the hips back. Toes pointing forward, elbows by the ribs. Chest is reaching slightly forward. Getting some work on those inner thighs, hitting those biceps. Good work. Keep it moving. Couple more times here. Let's go twice more each side. Keep the movement fluid. Don't stop. 1 more each side. I kind of lied to you, so we're going to come one more time over. Stay, and then take your arms forward and then in. So forward and in. Just 3 more. Forward and in. Last 2. Last 1. Good, come on up, switching sides. Bend the knee, hips go back, arms come up, reach forward and then in. Forward and then in. Just 3 more. Tight core. Last 2. 1 more. Ooh, good job coming up. You can heel toe your feet in. Lose your weights. Take a sip of water if you like. Roll your wrists, roll your shoulders. Give yourself a second. And then as you're ready, we're going to come down onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position. So as we begin, we won't need our weights right now, so you can just move them off to the side. Our hands will be underneath our shoulders. into a position called a fire hydrant lift. So we'll start with the right knee. We're gonna lift the right knee up and then lower it down. Lifting it up and lowering it down. Little lift, as high as you can comfortably, lower it down. Just like that. I'm going to try to keep your hands pressing firmly into the mat so we're not collapsing in the chest. Keep the gaze down so you're not craning through your neck. Working with your breath here, you're doing great. We're going to begin to add on. So with our fire hydrant lift, we're going to begin to kick. So lift, kick, bend, and then down. So it's a lift, and then a kick, bend, and down. Lift, kick, bend, and down. Good. You can think a little oblique crunch on that right side as you're lifting, so shoulder can come a little bit closer towards the hip. That right foot is flexed the whole time. Your left butt cheek might be feeling a little bit warmer now, so the stabilizing leg as well as the kicking leg is feeling some action. Let's go 5 more. Doing great. 4. Nice job. 3 more. And 2. Almost there, almost there. Now on your last one, you're going to keep the leg lifted, straighten it out as much as you can, and then just little pulses here. Little lift and lower, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick child's pose, hips towards heels. Give your wrists a little bit of a break. Roll them one way, roll them the other. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. We're going to work the same leg. So as you're ready, the hands are going to come underneath the shoulders. The right leg extends out, the toes are on the floor. I'm going to lift the leg up, and then draw a little half circle, so kind of like a rainbow. You're going to take the leg over towards the left, tap the toes to the ground, and look over your left shoulder. And then lift the right leg up, tap the toes to the floor, over to the right. Lift and tap to the left. Lift and tap to the right. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Keeping the core strong the whole time, the low belly drawing in towards the spine, pressing into your hands, equal amounts of energy. So we're keeping the chest nice and open, we're not collapsing. Doing great. Keep breathing. Try not to use momentum here. You want to use the strength of your glute to lift your leg rather than arching through your back. 2 more times each side. Once that's complete, come to center, the leg is extended, hamstring curl, heel pulls in towards the bum, and then the leg straightens out straight, and toes pointing down. Heel towards bum, toes point down. Heel to bum, toes pointing down. So full pull in, little pause, full extension out, little pause. Just 5 more. In and away, in and away, low belly stays in and away. Good, pressing into those hands. Last 2. 1 more, in and away, and then I kind of lied again. You're gonna come into that bent position, then little pulses up. Like you're trying to touch the ceiling with the whole sole of the foot. Try to keep your knee about in line with your hip or as high as your hip, and then pulse it up and up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower it down. Take a little child's pose. Roll your wrists. Take a nice deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. As you're ready, we're going to come to the other side. So let's find our way onto our hands and knees, tabletop position. You're going to start off with the left knee now coming into the fire hydrant. So nice and easy peasy to begin. Left knee is going to lift. Left knee lowers down. Lift the left knee up. Lower the left knee down. So trying to get it as high as your hip if you can. Keeping your gaze down. Your fingers should be spread nice and wide and hands shoulder distance apart. The core staying strong, the breath is smooth. Doing really good. Nice job. I'm going to add that kick. So lift, kick, bend, and lower. Lift, kick, bend, and lower. Awesome. Lift, kick, bend, and lower. When you're lowering the knee down, it doesn't have to touch the ground. You can just keep it hovering. When you're lifting the knee up, a little oblique crunch as well. So left shoulder just slightly towards the left hip. Foot is flexed the whole time. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. You got this. Let's go 5 more. And 4. Whew. Let's go 3 more. You got it, you got it. And 2. Last 1. Once your leg is lifted and extended straight, little pulses here. Keep the leg straight, keep the toes pointed for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Quick break. Off of those wrists, roll your hands, take a breath. If you need water, of course, take a sip. And then as you're ready, we're coming back up. Hands underneath the shoulders, left leg is extended out straight, the toes are on the floor. Low belly pulls in, pressing into your hands so you're protracting just a bit through your shoulders. As you're ready, lift the leg, tap it over towards the right, and then bring it back up and tap it over towards the left. Up and around to the right, up and around to the left. So we're just working our glutes at every angle here. Arms and shoulders working. Core staying strong. You got this. So both the lifted leg, the working leg, and the stabilizing leg is probably feeling some heat, some fire. It's great, it means it's working. Let's go 3 more taps each side. You got it, almost there. 2 more. Good, 1 more each side. Come on, come on. Woo. Once that's complete, the leg is straight out behind you. You're going to take that hamstring curl so the heel pulls in towards the butt, and then the leg straightens. Heel towards butt, leg straightens. Keeping the core strong, low belly pulled in, drawing that heel towards the bottom, and then straightening the leg out. Pull in, extend out. Pull in, extend out. 5 more. 4, good job. 3, 2 more. On this last one, you're going to hold it up, heel towards the sky, little pulse. Just a little pulse here. Try to keep your knee as high as your hip. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, I lied. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower it down. You can take a child's pose. Get off your wrist. Give yourself a moment. Take any little movements that you like. Take water as you need. And we'll start to move into our inner thighs. Inner and outer thighs. So you can come onto your left side. Your right knee is going to be in front of you. So you're kind of in a lazy looking position. Looks really comfortable, but we're going to still keep working. So that bottom leg, your left leg is straight. You can imagine that there's something heavy resting on the inside of your leg. And you're going to start to lift that heavy object towards the sky and then lower it down. So lift and lower. The leg is straight. The hips are stacked one on top of the other. Lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. So when you're lifting up, try to take a little pause at the top. And when you're lowering down, maybe don't let the leg touch the ground. Let it just hover off of the floor. Keep a relaxed face. Maybe smile just slightly. Let's go 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. On your last one, you're going to hold it up and just take little pulses here. So like an inch of movement just at the very top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower the leg down. You're going to extend your top leg out. So your hip, your knee, and your heel or ankle are all in one line, give or take. Foot is flexed. You're going to start to lift the leg up as high as you can and then lower it down all the way to the floor so the inner foot touches. Up and down. Up and down. Slow and controlled action. Up and down. Good. Moving with your breath. You got this. Keep the foot flexed as best you can. Bring it all the way down to the floor and then lift it back up. All the way down and lift it back up. Let's just go 6 more of these bad boys. And 5. Good job. 4 more, slow and controlled. Last 3. Woo. And 2. On your last one here, all the way up. And then as you come down, we're going to hold it here and just take little pulses right in that tough spot, right where it's challenging. Little pulses for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Legs are going to stack one on top of the other. I'm going to work the obliques and the legs a little bit more here. So you're going to start to lift both of your legs up at the same time and then lower them down. Lift them both up, lower them both down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. Try to keep your legs together. 3, 2. On your last one here, stay. Your top leg is going to lift and then lower back down to your bottom leg. Top leg lifts and then lowers down. Good. Just 5 more. 4 more. Good job. 3, 2, 1 more up, 1 more down. Both of the legs stay together, little pulses. Up and up, up and up. Good, keep it going, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch sides here. So you can just roll yourself over to the other side. Your bottom hand is holding onto your head, your bottom leg is straight, and your top knee is bent. Knee's just right in front of the hip here. Bottom leg is gonna start to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Hips are stacked, core is engaged, shoulders are away from the ears, maybe a little smile on the face. This mat work is really important. Body weight training, very effective. Long, lean muscles. Keeping it moving. Never stop it. Never stop it. Never stop moving. You got it. You got 10 more. 9. 8 more, you guys. 7. 6 more. Good. And 5. 4. And 3. 2. On this last one, stay up. Just little pulses at the top. These kill me. It's tough. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Top leg's gonna extend out. The toes are pointed towards your face. Your hip, your knee, your ankle are all in line. And lift the leg up, whoop, as high as you can, and then lower it down so the toe touches the floor. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, lower down. You got it. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Stay nice and relaxed through your face. Try not to add tension in. Doing really good. Almost done with our floor work. Kind of anyway. Moving on to core next, so still on the floor. Let's go 6 more. 5 more. 4, good job. As high as you can. 3, and 2. Next time the foot comes down, you're gonna hold it there in just little pulses, right at the bottom, right where it's tough, right where it's challenging. Keep the core strong. 5 more, 4 more, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Legs are stacked one on top of the other. Both legs are gonna lift up at the same time. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Obliques are working, inner thighs, outer thighs. Let's go 6 more. 5 more, good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted, just the top leg lifts up, lowers down, touches the bottom leg. Lifts up, lowers down. Lifts up, lowers down. You got 6 more. 5 more, good job. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Legs stay lifted, stay together, little pulses both together. You got it. 6, 5, 4, a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Give yourself a moment. As you're ready, you're going to come onto your forearms, come into your forearm plank. Doing great. All right, so elbows are underneath the shoulders. You can choose to interlace your fingers if that feels better for you, or your hands could be on the floor, your choice. Your legs are extended out long, with your toes tucked under, and your hips in line with your shoulders as best you can. I'm going to begin by bringing the inner arches of the feet to touch, and take a little swivel to the pinky edge side of your right foot, and just pause here. Try to keep your hips away from the ground. And then roll through the toes, roll to the pinky edge side of your left foot. Pause here. Try to keep your hips away from the ground. And then a couple more times at that slow pace. So rolling, keeping the hips lifted. Rolling, keeping the hips lifted. One more time, roll to the pinky edge side of the right foot, keep the hips lifted. Roll to the pinky edge side of your left foot, keep the hips lifted. And then we'll go faster. Roll and roll. Roll and roll. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your gaze is down. Obliques are working. Breath is nice and smooth, manageable pace. Doing great. Almost done with this. Let's go 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. Good. 3. 2 more. 1 more each side. Quick transition, come onto your bottom. Extend your legs out in front of you. Relax down onto your back. Fingertips are behind the ears. Feet are on the floor. We're going to do just a kind of a regular sit-up, but then we'll add a little bit of a twist. So nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders. As you inhale, lower down. As you exhale, lift. As you inhale, lower down. So using your exhale, a little bit of a sharper exhale to lift up. You can think about your lowest rib coming in contact with your hips. So really getting narrow through the front of your body. Just a couple more like this. Try not to strain the neck. Let's go 3 more. 2 more. On this last one, you're going to stay lifted. Take a little turn to the left, as if you were going to bring your right elbow towards your knee, and just take little pulses here. Five more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Switching sides, so it's like your left elbow is trying to touch your right knee. Little pulses. You got it. Keep it going. 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower down, draw your knees in. Quick little squeeze, and then quick transition back forward. This time onto your hands into our plank position. So fingers are spread wide, hands are underneath the shoulders, the legs are extended back. The inner arches of the feet are touching. We're going to do that same roll, but just adding a little bit more this time. So you're going to take your feet together, roll to the pinky edge side of your right foot, and then lift your left foot off of your right foot. Pause here for a breath. Lower the left foot down, roll through the toes, roll to the pinky edge side of your left foot. Stay here, lift your right leg up. Lower it down. Again, roll to the right side, lift the left leg. Lower the left leg, roll through the toes, roll to the pinky edge side of the left foot, lift the right. A little bit of a faster transition. Roll, lift, lower, roll, lift, lower, roll, lift, lower. You got it. Roll, lift, lower. Keep it going. One more each side. Once that's complete, come to your plank. Hold your plank, shoulder taps. Right hand, left shoulder, right hand back down. Left hand, right shoulder, left hand back down. If this is really challenging for your balance, take your feet wider. And if this is easy, you can lift a leg. Maybe point your right toes towards the sky for a few. If that right foot is lifted, lower it down, lift the left. Whew, see how that feels. If you've got the left, lower it down, hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick transition, roll onto your back. You're gonna lift the legs straight up into the outer soles of the feet towards the sky. Your hands are underneath or beside your hips rather, palms on the floor. Heels are pointing up, soles of the feet are facing towards the sky. We're gonna start to lift our heels straight up. So you're pressing down into your hands and you're lifting your pelvis and your hips straight up. So what I don't want you to do is swing your legs to lift. That's kind of cheating. You don't want to use momentum, you want to use the strength of your low belly to lift the legs straight up. It'll be a small lift, like an inch, but we want to make it an effective lift, so not using our momentum. Good. 10 more. 9 more. 8, you got it. 7, 6, 5, good. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet down. Hands are by your, fingers are by your ankles. You're gonna lift your head and your shoulders up, and then tap your hands towards your ankles. So your head and your shoulders are lifted. You're using your obliques to take your little kind of side bend. So compressing through one side as you lengthen through the opposite, and then switching back and forth. Little penguin crunches. Good, a couple more seconds here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final push with the core. You roll back up, find your way out to your forearms once again. You guys are doing great. Just making sure I'm not going over time. All right, perfect. So elbows are on the floor. Find your variation of forearm plank. We're going to take some knee taps here. So as you're ready, right knee down, left knee, right knee, left knee. Keep your belly button pulling in towards your spine. And just letting those knees tap gently to the floor. When your leg is extended straight, think about pressing your heel towards the back of the room. Couple more seconds here, and we're going to take it into a double knee tap. Let's go 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Double knee tap, down and up, down and up. You got it. Final push. You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take a sip of water if you need it. Give yourself a moment. And then as you're ready, you're going to find your way to either a wall, or you can bring a stool or a chair over towards where you're working. All right. So as you're ready, if you're working on a slippery surface, I would suggest just to have your chair on something that's not going to allow the chair to slide around. So a mat or a rug or a carpet or something like that. So we're going to start off just using our chair or stool or a wall, just for a little bit of balance, for some support. We'll take our toes out in a kind of a V shape, and the heels are going to be touching one another. As you lift your heels up, you're going to want to bring your feet closer together. So again, your heels are touching. Now at the top of the position, our knees don't want to be locked out. We want to keep just a soft bend in the knees. We're going to lower down for a 2 count and then lift up for a 2 count. So as you're ready, you can start to lower, lower, and lift, lift. So your knees are going in the same direction that your toes are pointed. Your low belly is staying pulled in. Your back is nice and flat, just showing from a different angle. So we want the tailbone pointing down, not arching through the back and pointing the tailbone up. You think ballerina stance, so the shoulders are rolled back. Again, it's a small movement, but you'll probably be feeling it at some point here. Down, down. together. Keep that activation. Let's go 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Come to your first lower, so just halfway, and begin to pulse. So the heels are pressing in, the low belly is pulling towards the spine, the tailbone is pointing down, the shoulders are rolled back, just little pulses. Keep breathing, feel that heat, that fire. You got this. Just a couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down again, and then take little knee flutters. So the knees are opening up just a little bit. Good. Try not to arch through your back or around. You want to stay nice and open through the chest. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Give your legs a little shake. And then come into kind of an L position with your body. So your legs are going to walk back a bit. So your shoulders and your hips are about in line with one another. You can have, again, a wall, stool, chair, something to find this position. And then we'll be working with our right leg first. So I'll just switch sides so you can see a little bit better, hopefully. So right leg is back. You're going to draw kind of a little rainbow. So we're going to lift the leg up, take it over towards the left, take a little tap. You can bend through your left knee as you do this. And then straighten the left leg as the right leg comes around. And the little bend of the knee as you bring your right toes towards the right. So lift and little bend of the left knee as the right leg extends back. Lift, little bend of the knee as the toes come down. Lift and bend, lift and bend. So the right toes are pointed. That left knee is finding a little bend and then straighten. Doing great. Good. Couple more here. Stabilizing legs, feeling it. Lifting legs, feeling it. Nice deep breaths. Let's go 3 more times each side. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Side to side. Good. And then extend your leg out straight. The toes are going to be pointing down. You can take little pulses here. So just little extensions of your legs. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Whew. Standing legs feeling it, lifting legs feeling it, core is feeling it. You got this. Couple more here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs straight and take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, the knee's going to pull in towards the chest. You're rounding through your back and your toes are pointed. As you inhale, straighten leg back behind you. Heel is pressing back, the toes are pointing down. As you exhale, pull the knee in. So inhale, leg presses out. Exhale, knee pulls in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale, exhale. Try not to go past the level of your hip. So again, not arching through your back. It's challenging, but do your best to keep the work within the leg rather than arching through the low back to get a higher lift. You got 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let the foot come down. Give your left leg just a little bit of a kick out if you like, and then we're going to switch sides. So your left leg will be extended. You're going to come into that little L shape if that works for your body. The left leg extended, the toes are pointing down, the hips are squared, the core is working. You're going to lift the leg up, and then take a little tap over towards the right, soft bend in your right knee, and then straighten the right leg as the left leg comes across to the other side. Take a bend and straighten. So it's like a tiny little kind of a lunge through that front knee, if that makes sense. So just bending through the knee, but just making sure the ankle's not going past the toes, or the knee's going past the toes rather. Great job. Up and around, up and around. Almost there, you guys. Let's go 3 more each side. And 2. 1 more each way. Good, once that's complete, the leg is extended, the foot is going to flex and just take little pulses here. So the toes are pointing down, the core is strong, just little lifts, little lifts, little lifts. Soft bend in your stabilizing leg, try not to use momentum here. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, knee towards chest. Inhale, kick the legs straight. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. You got it. Let's go 6 more. 5. 4 more. Use that exhale breath. Good. And 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Walk it in. Give your legs a little shake. Nice work. You're gonna come back to our mat and just take a little stretch to finish it off. So good work, everyone. Come to the top of your mat and just take a nice deep breath in, reaching your arms up towards the sky. You can hold on to opposite elbow and just take a little lean side to side. Doesn't matter which way you start because we even it out, just going back and forth a couple times. Feet just a little bit wider than hips distance. Okay, and then just the next time you lean over to one side, just stay for a moment, take a nice deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale back through center and then little side bend to the other side, just pausing here. Back to center, hands are going to come behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then begin to draw your knuckles down, roll your shoulders together, and lift your heart up. Take 1 more breath. On your next inhale, the arms are going to reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, fold towards the ground. Slide your hands up your shins, lift up just halfway. As you exhale, fingertips to the floor, just the right foot steps back, coming into a lunge position, lowering down the back knee, and then just allowing the hips to sink down so you can feel a stretch to that right hip flexor. Maybe a little bit of movement. Good, and then start to straighten through your front leg. The left toes can point up towards the sky. Again, a little bit of movement through the hips if you like, just giving them a little shake out. Left toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Spine is as straight as you can get it. So you can think about your tailbone pointing towards the back of the room, and the crown of the head just yearning towards the front of the room. From here, we're going to come into a wide leg stance, folding forward. So you'll slide your front foot forward again. Walk your hands on the inside of the foot. Tuck the back toe under, and then just spin so you're in a wide-legged stance, folding down. Give your head a little shake. And then walk your hands towards the back foot, so the foot that was behind you before, and lower down that back knee. So now it's your opposite hip flexor getting a little stretch. You can give your hips a little shake. And pulse a little bit forward and back if you like. Make sure that your front knee is not going past your ankle. If it is just a tiny bit's okay, but we don't want to damage our joints. So just making sure that you have nice alignment here. And then sending it back, toes towards the sky, maybe a little shake of the hips. Tailbone pointing back, crown of the head reaching forward. Good, and then walking it back, this time the back knee is going to lift up again. We'll turn back into that wide-legged stance, just letting the head hang heavy. And let the arms dangle. Let your fingertips come down to the floor, find about a halfway lift. Heel toe your feet all the way in so they're underneath you. And then we'll find our way onto our seat. So if it doesn't work for you to come into a really low squat, bending your knees a lot, and then letting your bum come down. You can just find your way onto your seat any other way, it's just fine. Come to a cross-legged position with your hands on your knees, just a little bit of grounding before we make our way totally down. So allow your eyes to close. Take a deep breath in. Maybe sigh away. Gently come onto your back. We always finish this class with a very short and sweet Shavasana, just to let everything kind of simmer and seep in all that work that you've just done. So join me on your back for just a few moments, just a few conscious breaths. Your hands could be resting on your belly or your heart space, or you could take more of a traditional Shavasana, arms out away from the body, feet extended out straight, or legs extended out straight, or feet could be on the floor if that's more supportive for your back. Just closing down the eyes and taking just a few moments to come into stillness. Feel into your body. Whatever sensations are present. Just feel into your breath, the rise and the fall, the chest and the belly. Once you're ready, you can start to bring some movement into your body. If you prefer to stay here a little bit longer, please do. And just taking your sweet time to roll yourself onto whichever side you like. You can curl into a little ball for a moment. And then gently rise, make your way to a seated position of your choice. Let your hands find each other at heart center. And take a moment to just bathe in gratitude for yourself. Say a big thank you to you for dedicating some time to your health and your happiness today, for moving your body, for connecting to your breath. And I thank you so much for sharing your practice and your energy. And I hope to practice with you very soon. Namaste. So thank you very, very much for joining me through this platform. I miss you all so very much that are normally in this beautiful space with me. Hopefully we can see each other and practice or in the same room with one another again. But until then, keep watching these videos, keep staying active, stay positive, move with intention and connect to your breath at every opportunity you can. It's extremely important, especially at this time, to stay healthy and happy. So let's keep doing these things that we know support that. And if you have any requests for anything in particular, let me know. You can comment below on what you thought of the class. And if there's, again, anything that you want to see in particular, I'm happy to serve you however you need. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.